The rise of the Roman Empire stands as one of the most fascinating narratives in history, a story woven through ambition, conquest, and an unparalleled drive for expansion. It is a tale that begins in the small, unassuming city of Rome, nestled along the banks of the Tiber River, where a tribe of farmers and shepherds would lay the foundations for one of the greatest civilizations the world has ever known. The journey from a modest settlement to an empire that spanned 3 continents is marked by a series of strategic decisions, military conquests, and cultural assimilation that would ultimately lead to a dominance that seemed, at times, almost limitless. The origins of Rome are shrouded in myth and legend, with tales of Romulus and Remus, twin brothers raised by a she-wolf, symbolizing the city's fierce and resilient spirit. Founded in 753 BCE, Rome began as a monarchy, ruled by a succession of kings who laid the groundwork for its governance, infrastructure, and social structures. However, it was the overthrow of the last king, Tarquin the Proud, in 509 BCE that marked the transition to a republic, a pivotal moment that would shape the political landscape of Rome for centuries to come. The establishment of the Roman Republic introduced a system of checks and balances, with elected officials and representative governance, which allowed for greater participation from the citizenry, albeit limited to free-born males. As the Republic took shape, Rome began to expand its influence over the Italian peninsula. The early conflicts with neighbouring tribes and cities, such as the Etruscans and the Samnites, were not merely battles for territory, but also struggles for dominance and recognition. The Roman legions, renowned for their discipline and innovative tactics, proved to be formidable on the battlefield. The military was not just a tool of conquest, it was a means of spreading Roman culture, law, and order. With every victory, Rome absorbed new peoples, integrating them into its growing framework, often granting them citizenship and a stake in the new order. This policy of inclusion helped to solidify loyalty among conquered peoples, creating a vast network of allies who would support Rome's ambitions. The Punic Wars, fought between Rome and the city-state of Carthage, marked a significant turning point in the Republic's trajectory. The First Punic War, 264 to 241 BCE, over control of Sicily, showcased Rome's naval capabilities and its determination to protect its interests beyond the Italian mainland. However, it was the Second Punic War, 218 to 201 BCE, that truly tested Rome's resilience. The Carthaginian general Hannibal, famously crossing the Alps with his war elephants, brought the fight directly to Roman soil, achieving stunning victories at battles such as Cannae. Yet, the Romans, rather than succumbing to despair, demonstrated their remarkable ability to adapt and innovate. Under the leadership of Publius Cornelius Scipio, they launched a counter-offensive that culminated in the decisive Battle of Zama in 202 BCE, effectively ending Carthaginian power and establishing Rome as the dominant force in the Mediterranean. Following the Punic Wars, Rome entered a period of unprecedented expansion. The acquisition of territories in North Africa, Spain, and the Hellenistic kingdoms of the East not only enriched Rome economically, but also brought a wealth of cultural influences. The integration of Greek art, philosophy, and governance into Roman society laid the groundwork for what would later be known as the Greco-Roman world. However, this expansion came with its own set of challenges. The influx of wealth and slaves from conquered territories exacerbated social inequalities within Rome, leading to tension between the patricians, the wealthy elite, and the plebeians, the common citizens. The political landscape became increasingly volatile, with populist leaders like the Gracchi brothers attempting to implement reforms to address these disparities, only to meet violent resistance. The late Republic was marked by a series of civil wars, as ambitious generals sought to capitalize on the unrest and pursue their own power. Figures such as Marius, Sulla, and Pompey rose to prominence, each wielding military might to further their political agendas. The most notable of these figures was Julius Caesar, whose crossing of the Rubicon River in 49 BCE signaled a point of no return. Caesar's ascent to power and subsequent appointment as dictator for life in 44 BCE represented a profound shift in the Roman political landscape. His assassination on the Ides of March was a desperate attempt by the Senate to restore the Republic, but it ultimately led to further chaos and conflict. In the wake of Caesar's death, the power vacuum gave rise to a new generation of leaders, most notably Caesar's adopted heir, Octavian, later known as Augustus. The ensuing struggle for supremacy culminated in the decisive Battle of Actium in 31 BCE, where Octavian defeated Mark Antony and Cleopatra, securing his position as the undisputed leader of Rome. In 27 BCE, he was granted the title of Augustus, marking the official transition from republic to empire. Augustus understood the importance of stability and governance, implementing reforms that centralized power while maintaining the facade of republican traditions. The Pax Romana, a period of relative peace and stability that lasted for over 2 centuries, allowed the empire to flourish economically, culturally, and militarily. Under Augustus and his successors, the Roman Empire reached unprecedented heights. The expansion continued with conquests in Britain, Gaul, and parts of the Middle East. The empire became a melting pot of cultures, languages, and religions, with Roman law and governance providing a unifying framework. The construction of monumental architecture, such as the Colosseum and the Pantheon, showcased the empire's wealth and engineering prowess, while also serving as a means of propaganda to promote the glory of Rome. The military played a crucial role in maintaining the empire's power. The Roman legions, composed of professional soldiers, were not only tasked with defending the borders, but also with securing the loyalty of the provinces. The establishment of a network of roads facilitated trade and communication, allowing for the swift movement of troops and resources. The concept of Romanization took root as conquered peoples adopted Roman customs, language, and governance, further solidifying the empire's influence. However, the vastness of the empire also posed significant challenges. As it expanded, the logistical difficulties of governing such a large territory became apparent. The reliance on local elites to administer provinces often led to corruption and inefficiency. Furthermore, the pressure from external threats, such as the Germanic tribes in the north and the Parthians in the east, strained the military and resources. The empire's reliance on a slave-based economy created social tensions and economic disparities that would eventually contribute to its decline. The crisis of the 3rd century marked a tumultuous period for the Roman Empire, characterized by political instability, economic decline, and military defeats. The empire was divided into numerous factions, with a series of short-lived emperors vying for power. The introduction of reforms by emperors like Diocletian and Constantine aimed to restore stability, but the empire was becoming increasingly difficult to manage. The division of the empire into eastern and western halves in 285 CE was a pragmatic response to its vastness, but it also set the stage for divergent paths. The Western Roman Empire faced relentless pressures from external invasions and internal strife. The sack of Rome in 410 CE by the Visigoths was a symbolic blow to the empire's prestige, while the eventual deposition of the last emperor, Romulus Augustulus, in 476 CE marked the conventional end of the Western Roman Empire. In contrast, the Eastern Roman Empire, known as the Byzantine Empire, continued to thrive for nearly another 1,000 years, preserving much of Roman culture and governance. The legacy of the Roman Empire is profound and enduring. Its legal principles, architectural innovations, and cultural contributions laid the foundation for Western civilization. The concept of citizenship, the rule of law, and the idea of a republic have influenced countless societies throughout history. The empire's rise to power is not merely a tale of conquest. It is a testament to the complexities of governance, the interplay of cultures, and the enduring human spirit that seeks to build, expand, and create a legacy that transcends time. In retrospect, the rise of the Roman Empire to unlimited power can be understood as a confluence of ambition, military prowess, and adaptability. The ability to assimilate diverse cultures, implement effective governance, and maintain a formidable military presence allowed Rome to dominate the ancient world. Yet, as history has shown, such power is often accompanied by challenges that can lead to both greatness and decline. The Roman Empire, with its unparalleled achievements and eventual fall, serves as a reminder of the cyclical nature of history, where the seeds of greatness are often sown alongside the inevitable challenges that accompany the quest for power. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you in the next video.